Hello! How you guys doing? Server abuser, like the name, and Ursus. Hello, hello. So yeah, today I'm going to be working more on this voting server thing, so I kind of want to get it working and functional. It's almost there. It's getting there. We're getting there. Slowly, but, you know. How you guys doing? Alright, so, earlier today, I started writing some of the admin page functionality. I didn't get very far, but you know. Chaku, hello. How you doing? Welcome. But we're gonna continue down that first, I think, because that'll allow like changing config settings and what's it? Approving entries and all that kind of stuff. Successfully defended your thesis? Nice. Code Warrior, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Learning Go for the... Oh, nice! Go's a very fun language. I really enjoy it. Did this actually... Okay. Server. And let's go ahead and open up... Come on, do the thing. Alright. So, earlier today, I went and... Okay, well, it's not what... DB data... Oh, this is why, because I don't... I need to make myself an admin so I can actually... Okay, you know what? Restart the server so it rereads the file. There we go. So I have a very basic admin page thing here. But the basic idea is like this. This will be like a summary. This one will... Well, doesn't exist. I need to fix that message. This one will list out users. Unknown, how you doing? Welcome. This one will list out movies. That doesn't yet. And this one would be configuration values. Now you notice every time I load this page, it's a different order. Almost every time. Sometimes. There it goes. So I need to fix that. But yeah, you didn't miss very much. I just started. I defended as in I presented and my professor asked me a question about it. Questions about it. He didn't immediately fail you there. That's good. That's good to know. So yeah, I'm not sure if I actually want like all these things on here. So right now, currently, it's just it just passes like a list or a map. Huh? Yeah, the map. No, list. It passes a list of things here. But I don't think I actually want to do that. Honestly. Or is it? Yeah, so it just passes a list of values. I think I want to actually explicitly write out all the values that I expect to be there. At least for a few of them. So, I mean, it's localhost, doesn't matter. So you can't hit this site because it's local. Because like things like this, like I want warnings on these, right? So if these change, things start to break, right? So if for instance, if I change this, I won't be able to log in again because the password won't match anymore because I changed the password salt, you know. Yeah, so I think that's where I started. Localhost. Yeah, that's where I think I'm gonna start. So something else I also wanted to do is I wanted to organize these files a lot better. Because currently, like, all of the handlers are in there. All of the template stuff is in there. All the data stuff is in there. This one can stay as is. But like, yeah, I kind of like want to separate out, like, this is all the admin stuff in this file, in this file, you know. You know, let's start doing that. Why not? Let's start with admin dot go. Yes. Admin split template. Not that one. There it goes. Bottom. Grab this stuff. Put it there. Server. Go over to here. This guy. This is what I wrote. I'll do laundry today. Okay, right there, but I'm gonna move that over here, just so all the admin stuff is in one spot. You know, it's easier to find. So this stuff is gonna change. Yeah, so I don't really want it like that. Like that. Let's actually just make sure this still like builds, because it won't actually, because I need that over there. No, not that one. Not that. Or that one. There's that one. What else do I need? I need format. Oops. And what else? What else? What else? Well, I'll find out what else I need. All right. Make. Oh, I need to fix that message. Where is it? Where is that message? There's a few of them. There it is. The not found one. That's my def. r.url.path. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Users. Okay, well, so I guess I didn't fix the correct one. So there's that one. No, this one. Yeah, it should be hitting this one. What? Is this a stupid dashboard? It's a stupid dashboard thing again. Twitch, go away. Those are the only two, like, not found things in here. One. Okay, so it's, like, the only one. What is the other one? Doesn't exist. Just hitting this one. Yeah, that's the only one. Did I not write it? Not that, this one. I know what happened. I know what happened. So, that's a new file, right? Means I have to add it to the make file. This should really be like... There it goes. Today I got cufflinks made from old circuit boards. Nice. Sounds fancy. Anime, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. I am making a complimentary website to a different project I have. So on every other-ish Saturday, I host a movie night. And deciding on what to watch has always been haphazard? Yeah, haphazard. people will suggest things, I'll forget it, and I can't decide on what to watch, and it's always a really weird kind of, what are we watching tonight? I don't know. So this project is to help with that. Essentially, it's just basically voting on movies, voting on things to watch. So it's a website project that I'm writing in Go. It's almost functional. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, you know, I need to, like, spell things right and have the right extensions. That would help. There we go. Alright, so. It doesn't exist. There we go, now I fixed the thing. Alright. So. Add a movie. Austin Powers. Description. Austin Powers. Let's get his IMDb link. Paste that over there. Oh, I need to do that too. The image uploading. I'll get to that. What broke? Okay. It locked. Okay. Did it add it to the data? DB data. It did not. Did not save. Okay. It's gonna crap out. There it goes. Why did it get stuck? Data JSON. No, it's add movie. Right. Add movie. Alright, got to adding movie. You got here. Okay. That's why. Locked on that. That needs to be current cycle. All right. Okay, good. So we're gonna try that again. Resend. There we go. Beautiful. Save that image. Where is my folder? There. Nope, not that one. That one, and then MoviePolls, and then data. Oh, it's already there. Of course it is, because I didn't delete the. Okay. You know what? Not unknown, but Austin Powers, that's okay. Refresh that? Maybe? No? Oh, yeah. Why doesn't F5 work? Why is my F5 key broken? Control R works. Why doesn't F5? How did F5 break? Oh, that's probably because I have a window open. Hang on. Oh, that's dumb. I had to save as window open on another screen. That broke everything. Control. No. I had a save image window open on the other screen that apparently was eating the key. So that's a thing. Bridgewater, how you doing? Using F5. I mean, there's actually no JavaScript on this yet. Right. So admin. Okay. Stuff goes here. All right. So I need a movies, and I also need. Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's start with the config stuff. What happened? It got eaten by that the other window that was open. I guess because like it like refreshed that directory listing or something. I don't know. Cold, tired, hungry, and about to address 2 of those conditions. Good luck with that. Right. So back over here. Yes, load this wood file again. I can cut out that one. What was I doing? Right, admin stuff. Admin. So we're getting rid of this. That's just going away. Getting rid of that. A session encrypted used only so only one session can be created by a user. No, that's so the data on in the cookie is encrypted. I don't want the user to be able to change which user they're logged in as. So what kind of cooking involves high temperature plasma? It's just about all of it. Bridgewater, if you're using a gas stove. No. But so the only thing I'm actually storing in the cookie right now, anyway. Well, the only thing I really plan to store in the cookie actually is is the user ID and nothing else. Server. Actually, where is the session in? Cool. All right. So I'm gonna want. Oh, okay. So this guy needs to go somewhere else. There. So math pick needs to be over here. Pretty sure it doesn't need it over here anymore. Probably. Probably. Does this have the where's the sum? It's rand. Just gonna need that one. As long as you check against the limit store with the user's password, when they change the password, change the store. So old sessions get invalidated. Well, old sessions will be invalidated anyway. If it can't get decrypted with a key. We're having that well, not issue, but I was seeing that error last time, and I wasn't sure what was causing it. It was because I regenerated the session key, and it couldn't decrypt the session key, the session cookie anymore, the cookie data anymore. No. Oh, you're saying so once they change the password, invalidate all the sessions then. I mean, I could do that, I suppose. All right, where is this one used? Hash password. That's where it's used. Okay. Grab that. Put it there. I kind of want to put the session stuff in its own file as well, honestly. Yeah. Whoops. Wait. Why didn't I grab that guy? No decision for that user, otherwise you permission to true doesn't. Yeah. I'll get to that. Alright. And all this uses... I don't know why I'm holding that button. Gorilla Sessions. Import. And I also need that. And that. Alright, what else do I need? Format. And I don't think anything else. Session.go. Is that like sorted nicely? Yeah, okay, we're good. Undefined. Okay, so I need the HTTP stuff in there as well. That's HTTP. Oh, and that this stuff is from the crap I deleted. Import not use math big. Import not use Gorilla sessions. Okay. Server. So all of the session stuff is in are in those things. I moved over. All right. Undefined. Listen here. Wait. It's not used over here? Alright, fine. Sure. Alright. Let's unbreak this first, though. Do I have undo? I do not have undo. No. Data JSON. Who would change in that? Hang on. Oh, right. Fix, what's that called? Not a race condition, but when locking is out of order. Deadlock. Okay, if I can spell status, that'd be nice. Alright, so, wait, what's different than that? Hang on. Templates, cycle. Make files, server, templates, util, admin, session. Alright, move admin and session stuff to separate. How do I spell separate? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's do it with this one. Templates, admin, config. Here we go. So originally, I was just looping through a bunch of values, and spitting those out on screen. Instead, I think I want to explicitly list out the at least the main options that I want in there, you know? Yeah, I probably want default set somewhere as well. Yeah. Those might be Jojo, how you doing? Hello, Mr. Japanese shit. Yeah, so this is I actually got this at a museum over in Japan. The Sapporo Beer Museum. Thank you for the host, Jojo. Appreciate that. Doing well, that's good to hear. Yeah, that's good to hear. Script, hello? What am I working on this time? I'm working on a server to let me start it up, I can show you. There it goes. To help us decide what movie to watch on movie nights. Yes, I remember you saying you're having this entire week off. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Script, on every other-ish Saturday, I host a movie night. And choosing a movie has always been a little iffy. Figuring out who wants to watch what and what's most popular to watch, kind of thing. So this is going to help out with that. Yeah, so voted. Yay. So that works. Cool. Let's add another movie. MDB Rubber. So watch this one as well. Come on. No, that's not the description. That's the description. Or you know what I mean. Copy. Paste that in there. You know, I noticed that shouldn't be. There it goes. Add movie. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna come over here and see. Over here. No, over here. Oh yeah, I'm using pure Golang. All Golang. So far. There's bound to be some JavaScript later on. I haven't written any of it yet. But yeah, so far it's all Go. Finally have a voice. That's good, I'd say. What is the equivalent of Flask, Django, and Go? I mean, so you don't really need any third-party libraries to get stuff up and running, because all the network stack and web stack is in the standard library. That's things like come on, like routing. What pages to load, how they're handled, and all that kind of stuff. Granted, that doesn't mean that there's any kind of well-defined structure of how you should organize your sites, like there is in Django or Flask. I'm sure there are some out there. I haven't used any of them though. The JS Telerik stuff. No. My manager was like, "Yeah, okay, just don't worry about it for this sprint. We'll worry about it next time." I'm like, all right, that works for me. So, if I ever do any Go programming on stream, it's going to be this one. It's some of the language. I doubt it'll be even bother. GNU Go does exist. What? Really? You can do it. We need with form submits. Really, this isn't really. This isn't a real time. Isn't a real time program. This year, yeah, this isn't a real time program. But yeah, that's actually one reason why I really like Go is because there's all kinds of stuff that's built into the language in the standard library that you would normally use to build a website. Like it's got routing stuff. It's got all of your HTTP server stuff in it. It has built-in templating language. So all these templates right here, these are all using the standard library. Or the base one. They're all using the standard library to run into this. So I'm not using a third-party library to you know, parse these or whatever. This exists for years, even after it's all really? Huh. Is it that other like Go language that's got the exclamation point on it? That apparently Google got in trouble for using the same name or something like that? I challenge you to use no JavaScript period. I mean, that would... I mean, that's not really a... It'd be a challenge for me to use JavaScript. How about that? An appy field... No! Yeah, you can do a lot of that with CSS, actually. Nordic Panda, how you doing? Buffalo framework. Made for... I think I've heard of that one. I think I have. But... alright, what was I? Oh, right, the admin stuff. Could you go? Distracted me, but whatever's mine. Wait. This isn't at all what I was expecting, Bridgewater. This is the game of Go. This isn't the language, this is the game of Go. Right, so admin config. Alright, so we're getting rid of the range. We are still gonna use this structure though. Sauce, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna just do this, comment it out. Yeah. I should comment all that out. Oops. I'm still in insert mode. Most prefer CSS animation just before. Yeah, same. Me too. Yeah, I JavaScript is like a last resort for me, you know? I don't want to do it. Alright. So div. Yank that actually. Div. Let's start with max votes. Div class. Set undo. This is max something something something. Account, not new account. Handled account. This one here. That was a little louder than I was expecting, but thank you for the follow. How you doing? This one, max user votes. That's going to be a number. Value is going to be max user votes. I mean, you can do a lot of nifty stuff with JS, but I mean, I don't want it. Ruby on Rails. That's not really helping your argument. The whole Ruby on Rails thing. But gee, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right, what's another one? Do I have what? I don't have a listing of defaults anywhere. I just jeez. Alright, well, let's do this. Let's run that and visit every page and see which ones break something. Max use votes, I think, is the only one though. Oh, wait. Why is it printing that out? That's a debug thing that I had in there from forever, not forever ago, but from a while ago that I never actually removed, I think. From here? No, that's not what I wanted to. I wanted to do this one. Where is the? It's like a. No, it's not templates. It's not templates. It's data JSON. That's something to do with this. Oh, JSON, no. Get connection string. Let's comment that out and see where it breaks. No, make. Go is made, yes, I am very aware that Go is made by Google. Okay, well, you know what? Interfaces. Where is the very top one? $355. Gone. I thought I removed that from that. Oh, I didn't remove it from down here. This stuff. So this is going away. That went away. I don't feel the values. Yeah, okay. You know. Clear not used. I should still need to be there. Config declared not used. There we go. That's better. Right, that was the only config value so far. Oh, I also want, because I know I'm going to want this one as well. Div club. Good file, appreciate that. This one is going to be or entries require approval. There we go. So that means that an entry will require a moderate or admin to approve it before it can be voted on after it's been added. I haven't actually implemented any of that yet, but you know, we'll get there. All right. So max user votes and yeah. Let's start with those. I don't think I can actually use a field here. We're gonna try. Error equals, or no, it's okay. I forget where I put this stuff. Interface error. Yeah, okay, it's error. Config dot. Can you see this? Can you see me type in here? Barely. Get int key is gonna be Oh, it's literally right there. That if well, no, okay. If error is not nil, I need to set it to a default. By default elsewhere. What am I using to browse files in Vim? Vim. That's just this. That's built in. That's just EX or just E. I'll get you that. I forget what I had open up there, so I'm just gonna close that. Max use votes and oh, I remember what I had over there. Templates, admin, config. Dot get bool. I know you can't see what I'm typing here now. I mean, it's not a plugin or anything. It's well, I suppose it's probably a first party plugin, but yeah. Data dots equals false. All right, let's see if this works. Nope. Because this error already exists somewhere, probably. Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. So, like, if I use the right one, that'd be nice. Oh, they're over here too. That's better. All right, so start that up again. Over here. Admin. Config. There we go. That's supposed to be a checkbox, but all right. And the value for this is going to be a little bit different. If that checked. Pretty sure I saved that. Oh, I know why. Because I didn't specify debug, which reloads the reloads the stuff every time I reload. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff like that. One island the other day is that capital S then lowercase e and x, which is a funny one. It does the same thing but splits the window first and puts the list above. All right. Let's go ahead and inspect that. Wow, that's big. I want these guys. I think the config items. All right. Display flex. Flex direction is going to be row. Okay, well maybe not. Hold up. How did I screw that up that badly? Alright. Let's try that again. There we go. But I want that on that. I want that on this guy here. Like that. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Was it justify content and then space around? Maybe not. Between? Okay, that is the one I want. However, that's a little too wide. We'll come back to that. Data site. All the way at the bottom. Dot config item. That's not in there yet, right? Right. Display flex. Display content. And a little bit of margin, please. I'll get there. Space between. With, let's just say 50%. How's that do? I mean, alright. So it's not centered because I have this guy in the same div, and I have that one as 100%. I should probably move that. No. This one. Like that. Let's see what that does. Okay, you know. Oh, and I have that 100%. That's why. I mean, I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. That's not the button I wanted, actually. Over here. Configure, no, this one. Let's see. Background color. Excuse? Oh. Let's be over here instead. Let's do that like that. It's about good. Margin 0 auto. Okay, give me a second. Admin config. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Thank you. I do want some like other padding stuff around that though. Or yeah. Start there. Cut that in half. Akamaffin, how you doing? Should I go? Oh, I need label stuff here. I meant to do that before, but I didn't. Can I wrap both these things in labels? Or what if I just do this? I don't have anything for that. Yeah. Like that. Oh, and X puts it in the buffer. It does. It's annoying. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. HTML programming. Hello, how you doing? ACO? Maybe Twitter push. No. Is HTML? No, HTML is not very incomplete. Apparently, though, like CSS5 is. Don't take my word for it, though, because I don't want that to be true. Label for. Okay, that didn't do anything. Why? It's a label. Is it supposed to like focus or toggle like the checkbox if I click the label? What happened to that? It's just I think I have, yes. I think I have. Yeah, it does something with like, oh shoot, what was it? It uses images for each key, I think, or something like that. It was ID. Oh, this. Right. Name is for the postback data, but ID is for everything else. Thank you, G. Oh, I need a button as well. Just value? Or is it text? Oh, you know what I don't have here? I don't have a form. Post action equals admin config. Okay. Oh shoot! Thank you for your Twitch Prime. Appreciate that.
Hacker man. He's the most powerful hacker of all time.
A classy walrus. It took me a second to actually be able to read that. But welcome. How you doing? And thank you again for your Twitch Prime. Enjoy those emotes. There we go. That's better. Okay. That's better. That ain't gonna do anything though, because of reasons. Oh, because I don't have it actually implemented yet. I haven't written the code for it. So let's do that now. So the way I have this set up now is ugly, and I don't like it. You want to move the margin stuff to the config list and move these two inside it. Maybe. I'll get back to that because I don't like how this is set up right here. So right now, currently, I have all the admin stuff going to this single handler function, but I don't like that at all. Because then, like for each page, I have them in like this switch case right here, which is going to get massive with post data. So I want to give them each their own handler. Now, more admin, bottom, config. And this stuff right here, I'm going to put in its own helper function. I know it needs the stuff on it. Wait a second. Let me just copy it from here. Okay. This is actually going to return a boolean. Return false, return true. All right. So this is going to handle checking for admin and displaying the error if the user's not admin. So if s dot, what do I call it? Check admin rights. If not, just return. So that way I don't have to worry about any of the admin stuff. I'm gonna get rid of this because URL parsing I'm not going to be doing here anymore. Oh, do that. Get rid of that. Okay. Then we're just gonna grab all of that, put it there. Do that, and that, and that. Put it down there. Okay, we're getting there. Home. Okay. Config, get rid of that. What else is that? Right there, and there, and there. All right. R dot method equals post. I'm not going to put this in an else because the post would have to reload all the data anyway. Yeah. So if it's a post, won't parse the form and update values. R dot parse form. Net HTTP. I went ahead and installed a dark mode plugin too, by the way. Would you recommend go to a C programmer? Sure. Everybody release, how you doing? I don't really know very much C. I can read it kind of. I can't really write it. But I really enjoy Go. I really enjoy it. But that's not coming from a C background. Doing all right. I'm doing better today because I remembered to actually make my coffee this morning. I forgot to do that yesterday and had a horrible headache this morning. I had a hangover without drinking last night. Oh, it was rough. It was rough. But yeah, I'm doing much better today. Thank you. All right. No. Well, strong suit is a request, right? Yeah, there it is. Parse form. There it is. Parse form. Error equals. Errors already defined. Actually, let's put that in there. What emote is that you got? Oh goodness, those stupid glasses. For some reason I thought that was like Moira from Overwatch for a second. I don't know why. Yeah, it's 2020 glasses. I once I opened it up and I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's what it is. I hate those stupid things. 2020 glasses. 2020 vision. Alright, so if something went wrong, display an error on the console. You know what? Yeah, we're actually gonna do error. So s.do error http dot status internal server error, I think it is, right? Way up top. Yeah, internal server error. Oops, that needs to be wrapped in. Well, hang on, let's do it this way. Because of both this video streams sometime in 2020. Yeah, sounds like it this time, right? I'll get back to it eventually, I swear. Then return. Because something broke, and this writes out the error to the screen. Right. Thank you for the file. Appreciate that. Max votes equals r dot. How do I get this stuff again? You know, I can just go over to server and then new account over here. Post form value. So this needs to be a string. Not a string. No, a number rather. Parse int. A whole number. str cnv parse int. This needs to be. No, I can't do it that way. Max votes string base and then yeah, base, and then the bit length. Assembly's nice, but I do enjoy these ghost streams. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I need to get back to assembly here soon. But less fun when yeah. Yes, when a big failure happens here, it just throws an exception or whatever, and that's not fun. But when failures happen in assembly, the NES is just like, error? What error? I don't see an error. It's fine. It just keeps on going and just barfs on the screen. Like, you meant to do that, right? Of course he did. Yeah. Those are the fun errors. Those are the fun errors. No. I've been feeling that's just a screen full on Japanese characters. Even funnier when you don't have a Japanese character set, or you're not using a Japanese character set at all. So you're like, wait, how did I get those? I kind of want to silently fail on these. Not gonna lie. I know I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Can you throw in some kernel panic? On the NES? There is no kernel on the NES. Alright. Over here. Data, yeah. On Go. I don't know. I haven't gotten a kernel panic from Go. Yeah, and in general, like, userland programs shouldn't be able to panic the kernel. Because if you do, you're either doing something very, very wrong, or your OS is scuffed. Alright, so no, data dot error message equals append that, and a message. Data dot error max user votes equals true. And I've got this, so I can what's it? Outline the field or whatever in red, to show that, hey, you got this wrong. Come on, there's nothing wrong. Pose this thing. I don't wanna. Alright, but if it didn't break, have what else here? Config dot, what was it, set? Whatever. Yeah. Max user votes. Max votes, that needs to be one of those. Oh, and I also want a D. Actually, no, it's an N64. Because Parson returns a 64-bit number, 64-bit int. Even though I'm telling it base 30, or not base 32, but bit width of 32. It returns an N64, which is annoying. N64. Can you read that? Yeah. Even though you give it a bit size. But whatever. Alright. Oh, doesn't like... Don't checkboxes come back as like checked or enabled or something like that? That's dumb. For the next one here, the entrance require approval. R dot post form value. Pretty sure they do. If that isn't blank, just if it isn't blank. Oops. Actually, these could return errors, can't they? No, they can't. I can't return errors. Okay. You know what? I actually do want to do what is it? s.data.save config. Going to sleep, have a nice time. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Scrub. Have a good night. Sleep one. Hope to see you again. Unable to save config. Now, normally I wouldn't be displaying error messages like this to the user, but because this user is an admin, I'm just gonna throw any and all error messages at them. Because it doesn't matter if, like, you know, an admin sees where like the config file is, for instance, because I mean, in theory, the admin would have access to the server. Ficardic, how you doing? I don't have a command for that. Probably should add one, but hang on, give me 1 second and I'll show you. That. No. Captain Pie, how you doing? Welcome. Actually, I think I have. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I think I have my VMRC on? Yeah, I do. Okay. So I put my VMRC up on GitHub, and as a gist, how do you pronounce it? Because I wanted to actually bring that stuff to work. Tim's. That's my my VMRC that I'm using. I think that's everything in there. I think that's everything. Oh, it doesn't put that in there. I'm not sure if these are, or if this one's needed. This one certainly isn't. I'm not even sure if I'm using that one anymore. No. Right. So even if like saving and all that crap breaks, it's still going to repopulate all the fields down here. Yeah. And it broke. String comp. Oh, because I don't import that. There we go. No, 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 no. Where is it? This one? There it is. Alright. So we're going to set the votes to 3. Hit save. Home. Config. Beautiful. What? I'll go back to that. I lost my train of thought. Oh, remember now. Data JSON. Yeah, I know. Votes, settings, active, max each votes, beautiful. Alright. Active. I probably don't need that one. I don't think I need that one. Yeah, don't need that one. I wonder if that was actually being set anywhere. I don't know. Alright, so let's, yeah, it's still running. Alright. Let's put in something. Well, I can't actually. Well, I can. Suppose I can. Please enter a number. Inspect. Type as text. Okay. So it didn't show me an error. For whatever reason. It should have. Because that was this guy here. And I didn't type in a number. So that should have given me an error. Don't make me come over there. What? Hang on. Give me a second. I need to answer this. You can't see this, right? Yeah, okay, good, we can't see this. Oof. Oh. Hang on. Anybody familiar with Sega drives? By chance? Come on. Stop that. Yeah, anybody familiar with Sega drives? My mother's texting me about a Christmas present for my brother. And she's got a question about something like that. I'm not familiar with Sega drives and their colors. Give me a second. I'm gonna look these up real quick. Blah, how you doing? Yes, for Golang. Welcome, welcome. No. Where's your site crap? I'm taking a very slight detour though. While I'm looking something up real quick. Thank you for the follow, appreciate that. What was it? I mean, that should be fine. Alright. Vim guy. Yes, I got Vim up in the background. Give me 1 second though. I'm just replying to something so she doesn't call me. Fine. That goes. Okay. There we go. All right. Apologize for that. But yes, this is technically GVim. I'm only using GVim because I'm on Windows, and it plays a lot nicer with Windows than vanilla Vim. Anyway, so yeah, why? For some reason, this error message isn't happening. Oh. So even if, like, you know, I add the data stuff, right? If I add the data to the struct, nothing will happen if I don't look for that data in the template. So like it's ignored here. So why would it show up on the screen? Actually, let's admin config. This is gonna be let's say add movie. Yeah, it's gonna work. All right. What? Oh. Did she send 2 of them? Yeah. There it goes. All right. Okay. So this gets me to error message stuff. Should I put that here? I think I should. So if dot error max user votes error message. And this one, in theory, should never break. What? Should never break because it's a checkbox. So I'm not gonna bother putting an error message there. Okay, so let's try that again. But let's grab this guy, make it not a number, but text. Toss crap in. There we go. It's unreadable, but yeah. It works though. All right, so you know, I need to make that more readable real quick. Data site error message. Background color red, color. There we go, that's better. I can actually read that stuff. Hang on. She only sent me like one. Whatever. Yesterday I really wanted to give Emacs a chance. I watched 1.5 hours of YouTube videos showing the great features of Emacs, and I'll boil down to see how great the Git integration is, see how cool the organizer is overall and stuff. As Emacs user, I agree those videos don't do a good job of selling Emacs people. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe talk to Soding. Have him try to convince you on Emacs. Of course, he might just troll you on that one. He uses it on stream. He actually tried, but he gives other editors a serious chance, right? Oh you know, my mom's asking about hard drives. She doesn't really know much about hard drives, so she sees numbers and these numbers are different. So I mean, she's aware of her lacking knowledge in places, which is fine. There's more than 5 minutes of material on the Great Features UMax. How? All right. So there's the what else? I'll probably want other values in here. Hang on. Wasn't there? So I'm sure I had other config things set. She's gonna keep bugging me all night, isn't she? Are they returnable? They should be. All right. So this is one of my documents on design. One of the design documents that I wrote like forever ago. Data store current cycle default vote. Well, it's not necessarily true. Default vote points, number of votes each user gets. Voting open. Okay, so that'd be the active then. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Let's actually just make that like a voting open. Yeah. Other miscellaneous settings. I mean, enters require approval. Max user votes. Voting open. I suppose I could have values for like, or not values, but like checkboxes or buttons or whatever to like clear, clearing the keys, right? Yeah, let's do that. Config item, paste, clear, db data JSON, whatever. I think the main problem for me resulting in not getting I thought behind Emacs is that I use i3 and Emacs seems to do the exact same thing but inside a text editor. Yeah. What's that joke? Emacs is a great OS, but only if it had a decent text editor. But does i3 have Git integration and an organizer? I might. Would it be kind of interesting to have the config options in a list, iterate over the list, and generate a needed field based on type? Yes and no. So originally that's what I was planning on doing. But for certain things, like, you know, this stuff down here, I want, like, I don't know, some like warning text with it maybe, and maybe even like an "Are you sure?" kind of box, you know, like similar to how hang on, we go over to let it go here. Let's turn off night mode for now. I'm gonna go into settings. I'll make sure. Hang on. Okay, I just want to make sure there's nothing doxing in there. So these are our GitHub settings for a repo, right? And there's, a bunch of, like, features, turn things on and off, sure, fine. But then, like, all the way down here, there's, like, a danger zone, right? So if I do any of these, it, like, asks for confirmation and that kind of thing. Like, are you really sure you want to do this? So I kind of want to have something like that and, organize it manually, I guess. THP, how you doing? Thank you for the host. Appreciate that. Doesn't Emacs have some AI you can talk with? Probably. You mean Clippy? Wait, doesn't Vim have that? Hang on. No. I could have swore. Oh, it's a plugin. It's a plugin. All right. Well, that one's not it. Because, you gotta have it. Vigor? Is that a command? No, it's not a command. Just users don't want to either, which is smarter than me. Believe me, I've been using Vim for years, and I'm still learning things. So, don't feel bad about it. Next week's like 100 megs and looks not too good. I mean, I haven't actually tried Emacs myself, so I can't really weigh in on that. Here, pass assault. What's this Bridgewater? All the problems and twice the bugs. Vigor is a clone of V for Unix that adds a parody of Clipit, Microsoft Office Assistant. God, it's ugly looking. That's terrible. What is this? Alright, so I don't actually need to like show these values to the admin user. And don't worry, these you can't actually access these. Like, this is all local for now. So this is on a internet facing server. Have I ever? No, I haven't used Emacs, so obviously the answer is gonna be no to that one. Alt. And again, I'm gonna want something like, I don't know. Yeah, Danger Zone-esque there. Let's do that for now. Yes, I know I put an HR in a div. Don't worry about it. It broke. Why did it break? Putting open and breaks at the end. Oh, because that I need to compile. Okay. It panicked. Why? Config map get int. That broke. Why did that break? Interface conversion. Interface is float 64, not int. Data 179. Really? Try that again. Get a confirmed true for danger zone. You know. Says the HR right there. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Well, can I do like a... Does this like... Can I do this? Is that a thing I can do? Where's my window? It is! I wasn't expecting that to work. Casting solves all the issues. I don't know about that. That's what I was doing. Well, so this is a cast. This is a conversion. Yeah. Well, kind of. Yeah. So, yeah, one of them is a typecast that does no conversion or whatever, and then there's one that's a conversion, kind of, sort of cast. I don't know. Yeah, conversion. And then parsing is, well, parsing. Yeah, that's parsing. I don't know. I'm not sure why it's a float 64, because this is all coming from, well, I guess it's all coming from, what's it, Jason. The worst thing I've ever done involved 8 cast conversions within one line of code. Whoa, no! No, that's ugly. What are you doing that for? Yeah, so I'll... There. Actually, no, that wouldn't work really. I had an issue with no egg. What is my mom again about getting this hard drive? With them once, but it got. There it goes. If it's stupid and it works, it's still stupid. We had presentation 10 minutes later and stuff had to work. Alright, well, if you say so. Alright, so clear password salt. Oops. Clear cookie ashes. Cookies. This one needs to be there. Pass salt. These are never going to be checked. These are never going to be checked by default. So I don't need those there. I don't know why I had them in there in the first place. Like that. Okay. Go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Don't need that anymore. Okay. Moving the configuration heading inside the config list to nothing. All right. So let's go ahead and implement those. Clear pass r dot post form value. What did I call it? Clear pass salt. No. No, actually, it will be in data, probably. No. I don't have a delete option. There we go. Let's just make that delete, actually. Data interfaces. Maybe the file appreciate that. Fail to delete everything. Check true. I don't know about that. What could possibly go wrong? Delete. What is the I use that somewhere too. Session? Yeah. Oh, they're just so bubsy. Delete. DB data. Delete that. What was the other one? Did I put the other one in there? Clear cookie hashes. If clear cookies is not that. Let me delete those. Like that one. There it goes. Is Pascal case convention and go? I don't know what Pascal case actually is, by the way. Camel case? More or less. No. Is Pascal case like first letters also capital? So the first letter is capital. That means that that function or property is public. If it's lowercase, that means it's private. So, kind of? No. Passive case is camel case beginning with uppercase. Yeah, so if that function or property starts with a capital, it's public. If it starts with a lowercase, it's private. So that's the differentiation there. So that's why, like, where is it? Like s.execute template here. Why do I have that as? Hang on. Oh, right, because I loaded the templates first. That's why. So yeah, this is only accessible within this namespace, right? So the command that that launches all this, that launches the server, doesn't have any access to that. Same here, doesn't have any access to that, or any of the handlers directly. Yeah. And the reason that like this stuff needs to be uppercase is because it's passed to it's passed to an external library, or external. It's passed to another library, another namespace that needs access to these. It needs to get them via reflection. So if they are not public, they won't be available, really. Won't be available to use. So yeah, you'll see errors to that every once in a while. All right. Yeah. You know what I should do? Every time like this page is loaded, let's go ahead and reload the config from disk. Well, that's gonna be a No, just data interfaces. Well, that's gonna be a little interesting though, because I don't really want that in the You know what? Let's do that instead. Well, no, I'll leave that up for now. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Captain Pie. Yeah, leave that out for now, I suppose. Some stuff in Go is not quite intuitive, but when you know it, it's quite easy to use. Thank you for the while. Appreciate that. All right. Did I actually implement I did implement those, yes. Clear password salt. Let's clear the cookie hashes. Save. Connection was reset. Because it crashed. Interface conversion. Oh, come on. Config map get int. 179. I thought I fixed that. Well, no, this is this one. Did I not recompile? Is that what happened? Probably. Broke again. 179. Wait. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Oh, boy. Okay. You know what? You know what? Do I have to use reflection for this? Ooh. No, I don't. I don't think. I can just do There we go. That should work. In theory. It didn't. Oh. Number 4. Key. There we go. Interfacing with footage of a headache. Yeah, it's a little bit of a headache, but I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? As a beginner learning code, I wanted to use a simple JSON file as an input, and therefore needed an interface. To this day, I don't understand how the line of code worked or won't have never touched again. Yeah, I mean, parsing JSON files is a little interesting. This one here. Yeah, so basically you need to make the data structure that you want to parse into, right? The data that you want out of the file, basically. So this is basically just a mirror of, or a structure version of the JSON data. And then you just pass that to unmarshal as a pointer, as a reference type, which is what the ampersand is there, along with the raw data, and it'll fill that instantiated object with the data, or it'll pass out an error. Oh. Admin over here again. All right. Try this again. Not enough arguments to return. Oh, that's because there's an error. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no, number type for that. Yeah. I'm gonna find out. You know. But now. There we go. So I think it's quite an interesting video about JSON parsing in Haskell. Less than 100 lines. Really? Less than 100 lines. Not bad. I haven't actually used Haskell. I've looked at it. It looks interesting. But I haven't actually used it. Resend. I'm not admin. So it did that. So it did what it was supposed to do. But yeah, so the cookie stuff was broken, or it was nuked. So that means I have to log in again. And once I re-log in, okay. All right. Yeah. Hmm. This next is interesting. Yeah. Never got around to use it. Well, since I never understood nomads, monads. No, I don't know why I read that as nomads. Monads. So that thing Bridgewater mentioned about the when a user changes a password, invalidate all their other active sessions. Yeah, I'm gonna want that here as well, I think. Well, it's nice to be able to write higher order functions. I'm not sure what that actually means, I'll be honest. Alright, so no data go. Functions that, oh, gotcha. All right, yeah. Yeah, it is kind of powerful. Yeah. All right, how do I want to do this? I guess like so I want some sort of like identifier, right, for when like the password changes. Also be able to write functions that can operate on a whole lot of types but still remain strongly typed. Well, no, Gen actually isn't that. I mean, because like I can pass a function into another function in Go, but Go doesn't have generics. In fact, that's what this is. Well, these anyway. This is a function, and this over here is a pointer essentially to another function. Alright, Geek, how you doing? Welcome. How you been? Can you see what I'm highlighting over here? Actually, I don't have my cameras up, so yeah, you can. Okay. Yeah. So do I want like just a date time kind of thing, right? That's stored both in the cookie and as well as in my data source, either the JSON or the database, whatever. So like a date time for the last time that the password is changed. And if those don't match, invalidate the session. Because that could work, right? Or should that be like a hash of something, like a hash of the date time or something like that? Type inherits functions and properties from other types, and based on these inherited types, you can implement functions using the parent types. And the function is implemented for all child types. Yeah. Something like that. Excuse me. What? Yeah, I'm not thinking about it too hard, blah, because like trying to figure out something different. Hey, those will do. Alright. Time dot date. No. Time. Time dot time? Time dot time, I think. Let me dot up anymore. Oh, here we go. Right. Time dot now. Yeah, time dot time. So then, actually, I think is it in the utils? No. Oh, I guess it might be. I don't know. There's passwords. Verify links. Session. There we go. Get session stuff. Set session value. So I don't think I want generic like get session bool, get session int stuff. I think I want like a get user from session or something like that, right? Because that's the only thing I really want in the session is like the user ID and this date stamp essentially. Since I don't know about prototypes in JavaScript, I cannot say for certain, but I think I've seen something similar in JavaScript. But I want to check Go Out. Do you like it as a language? I really do. Yes, it is my my favorite language at this point, for now, until another nice one comes along. But yes, I really do enjoy it. We always go because we're simple folks, not some Java wizards with their abstractions and other abstractions and classes. I'm not gonna change your mind, Epic, because I agree with you. Yes, let's see here. Get user, get session user. How about that? You know what? Let's actually pass in the writer as well, so we can clear out the user if we need to, right? Yeah, because I want this all like abstracted behind, well, not abstracted, but centralized in one spot, so like I don't have to really worry about it in all these functions, you know. So we're just gonna comment all that out for now. Gonna grab this guy, put it there. Return nil. Arsis!
He's the most powerful hacker.
IRGeek, excuse me. Thank you so much for gifting Arsis their third month of subscription. Yeah, I'll sub for the third month. Like in English, I swear. Arsis, enjoy those emotes. Should basically Java's terrible. Yeah, I don't really remember much of Java, except like the long function names. Yeah, drop that in Discord. I'll have a look at it later too. All right, so let's first try to compile this and see where it breaks, so I can see the things I need to get. There we go. Admin go 30. That's data. User ID. Okay, well, obviously we need to get the user ID first. Session int, so that's this guy down here. I'll grab that. Put it there. I want that. I guess I want these two as well. Right. Okay, session. Well, no, actually, I don't want that. Hang on. Session int, cause that. Wait, did I just get rid of? No. That. Alright, if it's not okay, we want to... Thank you, Captain Pie. Appreciate it. Yeah, so if something goes wrong here, I want to remove the cookie, or remove the session entirely. That's okay. How about, like, I actually copy it correctly? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Can I just delete it from the session? Or from the values map? And then save it? Probably. What is this? No. Well, let's there we go. Get the sessions. I don't know why these aren't like syntax highlighted. That'd be nice. Like, everything on the site on Godoc is Golang, right? But none of the examples are syntax highlighted because of reasons. I mean, yeah, so I can access the map directly. So I might as well just, like, delete from the map itself. Max HS max for the store in the underlying cookie implementation. I don't want that one. Actually, delete after browser session ends. Immediately. I mean... Dependency injection and go. Yay or nay? I'm gonna say nay on that one. I mean, because, like, Go is statically typed or statically compiled anyway. So it's not really... I mean, I suppose, like, for OS-specific stuff, it kind of has to look at some DLLs for things. Yeah, but I'm gonna say nay on that one. Because Rupak is one of the creators of Go and doesn't like syntax highlighting. Really? What's the matter with him? That's dumb. Max age. Yeah, so max age is... Actually, in this session. Oh, okay, I don't think I really want that, though. You know? Yeah, I'll just delete it from the, Thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate that. So I should just be able to delete from session.values the key. The key is going to be the user ID. As well as past date. Like that. Right? Yeah, then I have to save it. Set session save. Why should be able to Why should you be able to easier distinguish parts of any language? Oh. I found a good picture for the type interface in Haskell. What was this? Well, alright then. Neat. Alright, so this is probably wrong, by the way. We'll find out, I guess. Yeah. User error equals s.data.get user for user ID. I thought return error, right? Data interfaces. Get user. Yes, it does. Okay. Format dot printf. Unable to get user with ID. That. Well, no. I also want to do this again. You know what? Let's func delete session. This should work, right? In theory. There we go. Multi-line select. Yeah, yeah. There's, you know, multi-line and like box select, whatever, visual block. Yeah. So an integer is classed in num, therefore has all functions that operate on num's real orders. Yeah. Witchery. Witchcraft. Alright, unable to get the user the thing. Unable, well, let's delete cookie. That's what that is. Yeah, visual block is nice. I like doing it because that's what I do for this stuff here. Like, bam! Now it's all uncommon. I don't want to count that all out. All right. So I've got the user. If user dot. No, not that one. I don't actually use Emacs, so no. And I have. Do I have the? I did not. Should I use? I was thinking of just making this like a MD5 or something like that, but I should probably use the crypto library instead. Yeah, crypto. Thank you for the file. Appreciate that. Trust the people don't need it anymore. cylinders. I mean, I probably shouldn't be using MD5, right? I mean, that should be fine. Yeah, 26. Six. 224. What is it? What? Why? Huh. Alright, that's not what I want, but sure. I just want this one. Some 256. If 256 dot sum 256, right? Yeah. Does not equal. Does not equal. Oh, I need the user. No. Pass date equals no. No. Session dot values. Wow. No. No. Pass date. More than 2 seconds and 25. Is there a Spotify playlist with that music? No, so I'm using Pretzel. And they probably haven't fixed it yet. But there used to be a I think what was that? Yeah, so there used to be a link that you go to and see the list, but I'm pretty sure that just brings you back to. Yeah, it just redirects to my Twitch page for whatever reason. They used to give you a list. It doesn't anymore. I should probably, I don't know, come up with a solution for that. Sorry. They used to have it, but don't anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why. I asked them about it like months ago on Twitter, and like, yeah, we're getting to it. We're fixing it. Don't worry. I'm like, all right. I might have to like implement my own poor man's solution to that, where it just like uploads a text file to one of my servers somewhere that you can look at. I don't know. Return user. All right. So if everything went well, there's a user back there. Okay, so let's go and find all the places that I wanted to get the things. Deletion values 140. Server 140. Oh, I need to log out. No, I don't. I just need to call Dell session. Ah, that's not gonna work because I need I need this passed in. I forget. Is that a no, this guy here. It is, okay. And this is going to actually need this guy now. So I need to reference it. Right, yeah. And over here. There it goes. Zoning, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. How you been? All right. Okay. Asterisk goes in the very in the beginning of everything, not in the middle of everything. Okay. $140. So this is just going to be Dell session. I need to pass in the sessions. Log out. Server. Log out. Yeah. No, not that one. Start there. Go like the line-ish. Paste it there. And we're just gonna do that. Unable to get session, doesn't matter, we just return, who cares. Otherwise, Dell session WR. Like that. There we go. Thank you for the follows, appreciate that. Alright. Dell session, that should be, or no, S dot, log out. Alright, where's another one? Uses value, oh yeah. Huh? Oh, well this guy needs error like that. And what do we mean uses value? Question 40. Oh, because I didn't return the error. Music, yeah, this music. What? Another quick question: does the of the function mean that the function needs to be called on a server object? Yes. So that's what binds it to the structure, really. To this guy right here, this server structure. And the star means it's a pointer receiver. There are ones that don't have the star. I have some of those over here, where it's just like a data receiver, right? So any changes to the object in the function won't be reflected on the calling object because it's passed by value, not by pointer. Takes a method of that object. It makes it a method of that object. Yeah, it does actually. That's what's. All right. That's basically what it does. Yeah. All right. Where else did everything die? Admin 30. Right there. Okay, I don't want. Okay, so this is actually just going to be user equals s dot get session user wr if user is nil, or okay, is true for now, and then we fail otherwise. That one won't fail there. Right, what else is there? Yeah, just checking for user. All right. There we go. think I finally understand pointers. It took me a while to figure out what a pointer meant. How many layers of direction can you handle, my child? Well, we need to go deeper. I mean, it still gets confusing sometimes for me as well, but I've mostly got it down. Alright, so that was that one. Good, I did get rid of it. Server 135. 135. Good thing I haven't written C code for microcontrollers in 2 years without knowing. You harping on his controller support for Grub. Was that ever merged in, by the way, setting? Your controller drivers for it was Grub, right? I don't know about that. I guess this is an user ID. Oh, this is okay. This is handle login. Okay, so user s dot get session user. Did have some cool moved on. Nice, nice. Can't wait to use my controller for Grub. I'm actually kind of surprised that like that hasn't been a thing already. Cause like there's a bunch of distros out there that are like emulator distros essentially. There's a few for the Pi, like RetroPie for instance, right? And those are like designed around just having a controller, you know. Well, I guess they got by it like with the timeout or whatever on Grub to just auto pick the first one or whatever. Yeah. I'm not sure what that emote is because it doesn't register. Oh, there it is. It's thank emote. Okay. It doesn't register on Chatty. I'm not sure why I'm still using Chatty, by the way. Don't hate me. Learn programming with Java, therefore never needed to bother with pointers. Now I need. Oh no. Well, C is C. Wow, C sharp. But C sharp is kind of the same way almost. Yeah, it does things a little weird. It hides that stuff on you, which can get kind of confusing sometimes. All right, so I ain't gonna do anything. If user is not nil. Log out. I still log out. Redirect to account. Okay, this should be fine, right? Yeah. All right, next one. 167. 67. They discovered Haskell. No, pointers and recursion are two concepts that tend to break people when they start to learn. Yes, yes. I'll do. How you doing? Objects in Java are past reference, so you technically have to be using pointers all the time. But that's like not really presented to you. It's kind of like hidden underneath everything, you know. So yeah, if you don't know what a pointer is, like you can still get by in Java, but you're still using them without knowing it, you know. So it could come back to bite you in the butt if you're not careful. Right here. Set session value. Aha. So let's log out. I need to log in. Let me copy that. Paste it there. But I need to pass the user as the first argument. Let's just do it this way. There we go. So this is going to set two session values: the user ID, as well as a hash of the password time. Learned it in math class, stuck with it in functional programming class, and still should do more with it. What? Java or Haskell? Learned both pointers and recursion in Pascal. Really? I don't know any Pascal. That's another one of the languages that's like on my stack of to do, but just I've never gotten around to it. All right, how do I set? Is that how I have my session? Get session key set. I literally just use it as a map and then save. Okay. All right, I can do that, I guess. Yeah. So I need to get the session. Get the session. Session dot values. It is just dot values, right? Yes. User ID equals user dot ID and session dot values. Pass date equals where is it? Oh, this needs to be well, can I store byte data in the session? I'm not sure if I trust it in the session. Pascal is still a big thing in order. Oh yeah, I think I remember reading that somewhere. Yeah. Razum, how you doing? Welcome. Still Pascal in Russian schools. I mean, does COBOL have recursion / pointers? If you're doing it wrong. That's yes, it does. If, yeah, it does. Would be better to learn JavaScript, something would be more useful. I mean, I suppose. I don't know. I don't really know Pascal though, so I can't really tell you there. I think knowing programming is more useful than knowing JavaScript. See, he makes a good point. Sodi makes a very good point. Shade, how you doing? Do you have? Yeah, of course I do. I really enjoy coding in Go. This isn't normally what I code in, by the way, Shade. Normally I'm coding in assembly. And I also have fun in that. Sometimes I don't know what still runs Pascal. So I have a torrent client that still runs Pascal. Runs on Pascal. It was giving. It's like a remote UI thing, right? And it was crashing every once in a while with like unexpected server responses from my server. So I'm like, oh, I know how to program. I could probably figure it out. It's open source. Let's go ahead and download it's Pascal. It's all Pascal. I don't know. Oh, jeez, what is this? Yes, that was interesting finding out. I promptly closed that source. You know what? I'll live with the error. It's fine. What was I? Oh yeah, login stuff. Get session user. Log out. That. I did that because I'm looking at this. So I want the string of that. Can I just cast that to... I don't think I can cast that to just a string, can I? Well, I mean, sure I can. Why not? Yeah, because that's going to be a string. Can I... I cannot. Okay. Unix. Does that work? I wonder if that works. Can I do that? Okay, so, it helps if, like, I don't break things. You know, that'd be nice. No, I cannot. What is this? What is this? Hang on. What is... Is that a generic I see? What is this? Did they sneak in generics when I wasn't looking? One file manager called Double Commander that is written in Pascal. Best file manager ever used. I've used Commander. That's always... is it? I don't know. That's what generic types in C# are. C# look like. Well, our ticket system is written in Perl, and no one in our group had any experience with Perl. We just hope and pray it won't break. Perl is a fun language. And by fun, I mean, you know, a nightmare. I mean, I don't know, did they? Where's the release notes? Release history. There we go. No, I don't want to drag and drop my camera there. Oh, we're not even up to 2-1, though. We're up to 113. No generics in there. No generic in there. Yeah. So what is this? What does this mean? What does that mean? Anyways, I need I need time and something that I can pass to that. Something hashable. Time, append format? No, well... No. Goblin code! There we go. That works. Let's use that. That's a serialization crap, I think, right? Gobbed error equals user dot pass date dot gob code. Is it capital? Yes. Does that work? No, because I'm still passing this crap. Oh. Wait, cannot convert that to type by the string. Okay, then what if I just do it the other way? Take the string and then just make it a byte string, byte stream, whatever. That worked. Cool. They think about adding it. I've heard a lot of talk around it. Mirrored Bytes, how you doing? And Kuskman, hello. I'd probably use that generic field message to represent anything. I suppose, yeah. What are the advantages of Go compared to C++? It's I don't want to say concurrency. It's basically it's Go routines. It's what is it? Concurrency is wrong. That's the wrong word for it, I think. I don't know. Simplicity? I don't know about simplicity. Green threads, sure. Zach, hello, how you doing? This is gonna bug me now. Go code, no, effective go, maybe. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, not parallelism, but more like concurrency. Yeah, so it's the ability to spin up cheap threads, if you want to call them that. Not really, they're not really threads. The way it handles that is phenomenal. Bridgewater. Yeah, so if I want to do two things at once, right? I don't actually have any examples here. But say I have like one function that does its own little thing, right? But it takes a long while to do that. If I wanted to run two of them, right? I just do go and then the function, right? I just do that, and all of a sudden I've got two concurrent, not really threads, but two go routines going, two things running at the same time, right? That's really all I have to do for it. I don't have to like set up thread pools. I don't have to set up synchronization stuff, but it's not required, but it's you're gonna need it for some stuff. Yeah, just go and then the function. That's literally it. I mean, you'll run into issues if you're like passing data around. Yeah, I mean it's I'm glossing over a bunch, but yeah. Pass state is what did I set it to down here actually? Gobbin code. Come on. Oop. Oh, I need to. If error is not nil. So this login is just saying, hey, we want to be logged in. And that's about it. It doesn't do any verification for the user because that happens elsewhere. Simulated but not always. Yeah. So like I said, I'm glossing over a bunch of it. And it's not really parallel. Yeah, you know what I mean. There's a lot of specifics on that I'm glossing over. Galler, how you doing? I didn't say hi to you yet. Welcome. More of an element than I let myself. So if an error happens here, oh well, this is a return nil. That's just gonna be return. You know what? Yeah, I'll just do that. No. That's going to be a string, however. I think everything is less verbose than Java. Clearly, you haven't seen me program in assembly, because I beg to differ. And then let's do a session.save RW. Maybe some dialects of Lisp. Never just yeah. So the main language I program in isn't Go actually. It's mainly 6502 assembly. And that's quite a bit more verbose than just about all of your higher level languages. Because like your higher level languages like Go and Java have things like multiply and divide. Those fancy concepts that I just don't have on 6502. not x86. It's 6502. It's simpler than x86. But 6502 is what the NES runs. This is just a random case I have. But yeah, so I write stuff for the NES. I have one project on hold right now. That's like a breakout game, so I can work on this and get this done, because this is something I kind of need. I mean, I'd show you, but I don't think my capture card is working right now. Writing a NES emulator. Oh, nice! PPU stuff is kind of wild. Yeah. The worst thing I've ever worked on worked with was a huge margin of custom kind of Lisp parser. What? That's ugly. That sounds ugly. There's lots of fun. Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, Garler, if you want some direction on that, hop in Discord. I can give you some links to help you out there with that. Oh. You know what? Let's actually return the error instead of silently ignoring. Like that. PP stuff doesn't want a bit of a... Yeah, I mean... You're not necessarily wrong, Bridgewater, but compared to the CPU, the PPU is kind of challenging, I'll say. The goal of the mess of brackets was just to display some information based on if it was present with a template on it. Oh. Of course I know, but somebody's wrong on the internet. Just been skimming NestDev. NestDev is a fantastic place to start. The wiki, right? Yeah. Res, I think it is. There it is. Yeah, the NestDev wiki is a fantastic resource. I'm not sure if the Nerdy Nights tutorial is still active. Well, I don't know if that link is still good, because I think that forum went under new ownership recently, and things changed. Yeah, but I've also got some 6502 manuals on there as well to check out. That's just for the CPU, not the PPU. But it gives like cycle descriptions and all kind of fun stuff. You know, I'm gonna do the same thing here. Return. It's one of the least worst options available. The form is not available anymore. I thought like it was redesigned or something like that under new ownership. That's unfortunate though. All right. Log out. Is that used anywhere else? Is it used here? It is. Ah. There it goes. Log in. Error equals if error is not nil. S dot do error HTTP dot status internal server error, unable to log in. Come on, if I can type, it'd be nice. There we go. But it is archived on the Wayback Machine. Wayback Machine is amazing, by the way. Everything looks really broken. Well, I mean, anything that looks broken on the Wayback Machine. All right. No, this one. All right, server 134. 134. Get session user. No new variables. That's what it is. Wait. Do that. Right? Yeah. 189. Song again. This song is always so quiet. What is this? Channel points. Okay, so I have to actually allow JavaScript on my page. Thank you for the file. Appreciate that. That was. Oh, well, I mean... Oh, those! I have to actually turn those on, don't I? Oh, because, like, I gotta set things that can be unlocked. And I haven't done that yet. Maybe this week. Jojo, remind me in Discord. What is this crap? Yeah. Thank you, Jojo. Yeah, I know what they are. It's just something I've forgotten about. I've forgotten to enable on my channel. That one. 189. This one. New account status file. Oh. No. No. s.get session user wr. If user is not nil, let's actually redirect that instead to account. Now, yeah, that's what it seems anywhere else. 259. Set session, do redirect. This is logging in. New user ID. Okay, so this pass date equals time dot now. And then here we're just gonna do error equals login new user wr. If error does not equal nil, http dot status internal server error. Well, technically it's a login error, even though the user is already created. Jeez. Not a big fan of my new neighbors, by the way. Very noisy. Programmer is famous for neither understanding nor liking common lists, despite having written a book for 2 on the topic. Wait a minute. The list was that heated. I just enjoy his non-technical essays and no less specific videos. But for the list, Fireside Channel has or had a command graham crackers that provides a link to an article of things to keep in mind while reading his books because of how mismatched they are to current reality. Nice. Undefined time. Yeah, okay, well, we need to define time. Otherwise, we can't be now. Undefined login. 260. Let's bash PHP and JavaScript. Oh, because that needs to be s dot. Bash. There he is. I was actually just about to type that email out there. What was I doing? All right. Needs to find time. 281. Yellow, whatever. 281. Account. User equals get session user, that is s dot get session user wr if users nil, do that. Four, 6, 5. Same thing. Well, so for this one, actually, hang on. Where was I just now? Account. All right. Some of there's like a, there it is. There's a keybind to like, go to the last place you edited something in Vim, but I don't remember what it was. It was very firstborn again, all right. So PowerShell, I haven't actually used PowerShell very much. Yeah. I hear people like it though. So there's that. All right. Undefined user ID. About that. Did that work? It did. Look at that. 73. Huh? Why did that break? Wait, yeah, that's this one here. No. Session 73. This has values, isn't it? Yeah. Cannot convert past state type interface to what? Oh. Oh, it's just a string though. Like that. And we're gonna do one of these, so we'll silently fail if it's something different. Mismatch types, you know. Can I convert past a string to... Why, though? There. Remove the size from the stupid thing. What do you mean you can't convert... Why is this being a pain in the butt? How about this? Put it as a string. Why can't you convert that to a string, huh? What if I just do this instead? No, that doesn't want to work. Alright. Why does a terminal have to be input? Yeah, that's a good question. Wob, 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 wob. That's the one thing who would use Windows. What, PowerShell? PowerShell's on Linux too now, because of reasons. Interesting thing about a new Windows terminal app, the terminal is slower than Linux terminal inside of VM. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, that's probably because it's implemented in Electron. Software comes faster every month. Does it? Okay, so clearly I have to do something different here. 36. Yeah, returns a size. Why? Why though? All right, you know what? I'll just do it this way then. There. I fixed it. Probably. Where's the login one? So I can actually... No, not login. It's new account. Timed up now, but this is... You know what? No, that needs to have it in over here. There we go. That's ugly. Oh, but look, it works! PowerShell links, that's just not fair. Shouldn't you pass context everywhere with Gorilla? I don't know if I want to see. What is this? Oh, good God, no. 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 There are people that stream with this stuff in like VS Code, and they're all psychopaths. Every single one of them. That's what that is. That's what that is. Oh. I prefer it. And as for context, I shouldn't have to pass any of that crap around. Because I mean, I get that the session store is stored with my server object. Where is it? Yeah, the cookie source is with my server object, and the actual cookie's on the client. So the people's reactions. It hurts. BS cookie, right? I haven't clicked on that one, Guller. I saw it. I haven't clicked on it though. I mean, what else would you do when you don't use terminal? God. Alright, so that should work. Watch it like break literally everything. Template 70. Oh, this gets the user. So this is simplified. Because it just becomes user equals s dot get session user. And I don't need to worry about any of this crap. And actually I can just do that. Okay, so I was close. That. The other one is 77. Oh. That guy's gone now. User I declared not used. Server 256. Server 256. Yeah, there we go. No, you know. Come on now. Beautiful. Watch it crash. Oh, it didn't crash yet. Okay, cool. Over to home. Guess I'm not logged in. Let's log in. I'm logged in now. It actually like kind of worked. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting it to work. I just wasn't. Don't know how to start a war. Don't know how I feel about collections that start with brackets. Well, that's technically a slice. Yeah. I'm used to it. I don't know. Like, you can put a number in there and make it an array, but that's not really recommended. Chicken, rice, and mushrooms. That sounds pretty good, actually. That sounds pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill the server real quick. Over here. Data. And pass date. What? No. Wait. Well, no, because, like, why is that? Hang on. Build that. Still logged in. Okay, past date, 810 that. Okay. Oh no! What you makes you sorry for spending $250 for GoLand. I'm guessing that's a Go ID, isn't it? I'm sorry. Okay, so for whatever reason, that's just. Oh, because. All right, yeah, because I created my account before all this, so that wouldn't be in there, which means that this is broken. This doesn't want to work. Wait, hang on. I didn't. Did I? Yeah, I did. You know, it helps if I actually pass in the value I want to print. What am I scraping movie data? I am not. I'm not scraping any data from anywhere. These are manually added with the Add Movie button. Over here. Okay, so I get that. Wait. Session. Okay, that's in the session. Okay, let's do it like that instead. Yeah, like what? These do not match. These do not match at all. Oh, jeez. Wait. Past income. Wait, no, hang on. Actually, it's 250 for all their IDs. You have to spend some time installing plugins for every language. It's not always work with it. Ew. Really? Let's open movie database, yeah? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm certainly open to scraping a database of sorts. No. Still JetBrains with Java, but VS Code is Electron. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm still using Vim. Alright, so I did that. Let's do this. Over here, F5. They are actually the same. I forgot to put a new line in. Probably because for login, no login. Yeah, because I added that data to the object, right? But that data wasn't in the JSON. So when it unmarshalled the JSON, it set it to its default value because it's not a pointer. That makes sense. So if I let's go ahead and make that so it puts a new line in there. Or hang on, not yet. So if I data change this to a 2, for instance, reset the server, back over here, refresh, I am logged out. Beautiful. I'll log in again. Kind of goes back to that. Now account, new password, change password. Get that one out. Change password didn't change anything. I need to put it in there. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. It is the standard text editor. Well, the JetBrains ID is nice. I don't buy them since I'd rather use Vim. Yeah. We'll use them as long as I get them for free before Venus did. Use another text editor other than Ed, right? VMs are releasing folders they have to. But that's a hassle, you know, especially like the within a VM thing. Like that's far too much hassle for an editor for me. Far too much. I'm unironically programming an X11 application in Ed because I can't sleep. I mean, all right, sure. Sure, What time is it over there anyway? Oh goodness. So I don't know I don't know like what city you're actually in. So it's like it's almost 5 a.m. in Moscow. So what are you doing awake in the middle of the night? Reptile, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's funny, there's for excellent. It's the same. That's hidden latency. Oh. Who needs success we can do on the cat? You can just cat it in. What am I making? I am making a website. Okay, well, stop that. That will help me decide on a movie to host for movie night. So I host movie nights on every other-ish weekend. So it's a community thing, right? And figuring out what movie to watch is always kind of a, I don't know, hit or miss kind of weird thing, right? Where I'm like, all right, what's everyone to watch? And I was like, Then some people throw out suggestions and I forget them. And then we watch something unrelated. So this is more of a democratic, way to decide on a movie. Yeah. So this doesn't have any movies on it, mind you. Like you can't get these movies from here. It's only like this is all the information I stored about this movie, right? Yeah, so I'm not like streaming these movies from here. Like that's not the point of this. This is simply like a voting platform for stuff. Get on Netflix. I approve of this website. There you go. Alright, so on the change password stuff, though. Yeah, on the change password, I need to update that stuff. Yeah, okay, whatever. In server go. Not new account. Account. Post. I'll change password. If it's changed password, I need to update user. User dot. What was it again? Past date equals time dot now. Now. What font is that? I want to use it. Look up there. So even though I get it here, I need to, when I'm changing the password, I need to also store that in the session. So we're gonna do a login, really, right? Because that's basically what all that is. It's just, yeah. Error equals, where are we at? Desktop login user WR. If error does not equal nil, unable to log into session. Yeah. we go. So now... Okay, almost 80-80. 80-80. Hack font. Yeah, it's hack font. That's for sure. I really like the font though. It seems like a lot of code for a voting site. Well, so it's not like just a polling or whatever, like a straw poll or whatever. There's a lot of other stuff that I want implemented as well. Like the history of things that are chosen, number of votes per user. I need to track users. So I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's not too much code yet, you know. Oh no! So this isn't for like a stream voting thing. This is like a community voting. So the idea is like this will be up 24/7 or whatever. So people can come vote for a movie like when I'm not streaming or whatever. So like, and then when the day comes, I will hit a button that freezes the vote, kind of. And then it takes the top 1 or 2 or however many movies and be like, all right, these are the ones that are chosen for this week. And then when that happens, it'll send out notifications if the user has notifications turned on. Yeah. No. This is not real-time stream voting. That's the Mandalorian way. Is it, though? All right, login. All right, I'm logged in. So if I go over here, account, change my password, or that. Okay, password's changed. I'm still logged in over here. It did not log me out. Is it not like actually resetting these things? It is not. It's not touching it. I just appended. This is Sergeant Poet, how you doing? Well, I have spoken. Get a picture for instant runoff voting. Not a weird old name. Oh boy, here we go. Maybe I should. Should I have like a limit on like a cooldown for how fast you can add things? That's probably a good idea. Graffiti about Generation 12. Oh boy. I'm doing alright, Sergeant. How you doing? I asked that already. And you answered already. Been a long day for me, kind of. Not really. No, I'm using Go. I'm using Go. I'm not using PHP. Unless I get, I don't know about that. Alright, so what does save do then? It just marshals things. Okay. It just has the users straight in. Wait. Not that one. User dot pass date. Glad to see what I'm feeling more comfortable. Yeah, well, it's not like PHP or anything like that, like I said. Password reset? No, Jojo, no. I'm not even on. This is all local. I'm not even running anything on my server box. Okay. Wait, you know, log in. New pass date. User.pass date. Movie request pause spam 1. What, to remind people to vote or something like that? Okay. Account. New pass date. Okay, it sets a date. It was set. Why didn't it do it before? Did it overwrite it over here? Ah, no, okay, it logged me out. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Maybe I just didn't compile or something like that? Huh. I don't know. No, let's just do it line. Like that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I'm getting there. Triumph, how you doing? What is Goblin code? So that takes the date value and puts that in a easily serializable encoding. It's basically just like a string of letters or numbers rather. I'll come here in a minute though. Hang on. We really shouldn't spam a freebie API. Yeah. Yeah, so that's just so I can pass it to a hashing function, sum256, so I can get a string of bytes out of it. Why do they call it gob? I don't know. That didn't originate from Go. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Goblin code. Goblin coder. Manages the streams of gobs. Binary values exchanged between an encoder, transmitter, and a decoder, receiver. Yeah. Are the passwords still? Yes, yes they are. They're salted with like yeah. 256 hash, I think. And don't worry, this is local. This isn't on a live server, so none of this stuff actually matters. Yeah. Yes, Jojo, I'm still planning on that. But this is just like for testing for now, because I just don't want to dive into the Twitch API yet, because it's a pain. Soy sauce? Yes, absolutely. Like pickle and Python, but say maybe it's safer. I don't know. It's 3 separate times. Maybe I'll try one of these days. Could God really do that? Maybe. Hang on. I mean, Oh, okay. So a gob is a mouth, a sailor, or a small mass or lump. Huh. Alright. Wait. Oh, do I have to, like, enable... Yeah, I have to enable JavaScript. I don't care about... What? No! I have to enable JavaScript to actually see the definitions here. Top-notch, site. And Discord too. Hello, sailor. So yeah, that's... Yeah, alright, well... let's go to that one. Alright, so I think that's good for a commit, right? Just make again, just to... Yeah, I needed to build. Because that was, yeah. 3.5 hours. It's longer than I thought it would be, honestly. Alright. Oh, shoot. I added a bunch of stuff in this, didn't I? I mean, it's only going to be one commit. It's a massive commit. But, yeah, so I implemented some admin configuration stuff. As well as a better... As well as handling the... I want to get that out of there. Handling the... what's it? User session a little better as well. Let's get rid of that. Oh. Jason, no. Where is... There it is. Not that one, diff. I also want to think they don't want to use the word glob. Probably. Have I ever used Django? It's been a while, but yes. But hello, how you doing? This must be Kirk. Why not block? I don't know. Oh, excuse me. See you next time. All right, Epic. You have a good night. Thank you for stopping. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hope to see you again. All right. Ooh. What else we got? All right. Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty much all user session handling and admin config stuff. What is this? Oh, I need to get rid of all that. That needs to go away. Where's the big block of red? Oh, it's intermixed. All right, that's why. How do you like this versus a framework? This what I'm doing? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not learning a framework. So this isn't one of my learning projects. This is one of my I kind of need this thing, so I'm gonna make it projects. Go in general. So I haven't done much with Django. I did like one project in it a long while ago. And it wasn't really a very big project. And it was very strict on the data layer stuff, like the layers, you know, the presentation, business, and data. Whereas the stuff I'm doing here kind of merges the well, the lines blur a little bit. I don't know. So I'm more comfortable without the framework, I guess. But I really do enjoy Go. I really do enjoy Go. It's really nice. I like it a lot. I have to build an ORM authentication. I have to build an ORM and authentication when I'm here. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a lot of authentication user account stuff on this as well. Which I felt more motivated to do programming. Just watching streams. So for me, it's like, well, this one especially. This project is I'm programming it out of necessity. This is something that I kind of need. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing this one. As far as my other projects, my NES projects, honestly, streaming helps me stay motivated for that. I would have stopped a long time ago if I hadn't been streaming it. Go air handling feels weird to look at. It's very in your face. It kind of like forces you to handle them or explicitly not handle errors, right? So like in C#, what I do at my day job, exceptions are thrown all over the place, and they're just like, well, it probably throws an exception, but whatever, we're just gonna let it throw. So that gets passed down to the user or whatever, and eventually, like in one of the applications we've got, it just turns it into a 404. It's just every page, if anything bad happens, it's a 404, and an email sent with a stack trace. And I don't know. I think that like promotes or encourages poor design. Whereas here, I'm like forced to be like, okay, well, this thing can fail. What do I do if it fails? You know? I mean, I still can ignore errors, but it's not a good idea. I just found reflection hard to do and Go. Yeah, it can be a little good to work with. I haven't really needed to do much reflection myself, though. I mean, there are some times where I've needed it, but not very much. Sankey? Sankey? I don't know how to pronounce that, but how you doing? Well, hello. Super random, but is anyone here particularly proficient with Prologue? Prologue, I am not. A coworker works at a place where they said you don't need to worry about runtime exceptions. That's scary. C# is pretty. I mean, C# isn't terrible. It's better than some of the alternatives out there, but I don't like the convention of just whatever we'll throw an error and catch it. Like I don't like that, you know, because then you're like wrapping everything in try catch blocks, and then it gets nested to it's too far. If you're actually handling the errors properly, but if you're not, like where I'm working, or where I've worked even, it's just, oh, I don't know, just let the error go to the user. Who cares? So the user gets this nasty stack trace or something like that. It's like, come on, you're not even. Yeah, at least it forces your hand a little bit, you know. Yeah. What is it? I mean, you don't need to worry about runtime exceptions. Oh, probably because like they had some wrapper that like recovered from exceptions, or like they wrapped their main function, their entry function, in a try catch or something like that. Yeah, just pretend it don't happen. Let the errors go to the user. Never really messed with Prologue, but it seems like it could be interesting. Yeah. How much boilerplate do you need for secure backend? I dealt with Go 2 years ago. For secure backend, well, I mean, it really depends like what you're doing. You know, like you still have to be mindful of security no matter what you're doing. So it is not like, you know, one like catch-all solution. You know. Arthur, how you doing? I did not program in Rust, no. How you doing, Kevin? Welcome. Just the whole program in a try-catch. Yeah, that's... I think for like in college, it really makes you think in a different way to code. Yes, yes. Secure. Yeah. As an assignment, you had to do error handling, and we haven't had a clue. Therefore, our error handling consisted of catch system... Oh, no, yeah. But enough for the examiners. that's unfortunate. All right, status. Add admin, data, data interfaces, data JSON, server, session, templates.go, templates, admin, config. All right. Massive commit. I don't like make them this big usually, but whatever. All right, so implement admin or config rewrite user handling. Yeah. I have a config page. Rewrote. How the user data is handled. Retrieved from session. I mean, that's kind of basically it. Yeah. Invalidate. User sessions when password is changed. What else? What about being assigned to tomorrow? Huh. Do you think Gorilla will be absorbed into Go 2? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I've really used in Gorilla so far is like sessions. What else does it have? Oh yeah, it's got the server muck stuff. Context. No, Gorilla context having been born well before context and context existed does not play well with Gorilla. Yeah, okay. Doesn't play well with context. Yeah, I mean, I've only really used the session stuff here. Probably should be using this one. This can't be forward because the values are validated using. Sometimes it's spend either hash key message authentication or hash. All right. I mean, coding stuff. Wait. Value decode. Where's the decode? Name string destination interface. Wait. Decodes a decodes a cookie value. So I need to pass in the. Wait a minute. Do I need to use like session stuff with this? Like other. Like, how do I use this? Yeah. Keeping that password system might be good if someone does not want touch Discord to show. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pull it out again after I've already done all this work on it. So it's going to stay in there, but I'll probably just disable it. You know, I'll have a config option somewhere to disable it. Or make it like a admin only kind of login. You know? TV Josh, how you doing? It's the Force. Once we get to the next, I will do everything in it. But contracts are not looking good. Yeah. From Prologue, let's see if there's Prologue is a hardware language, isn't it? I think I want a new way to do things. You should try Lisp. Verilog. I mean, this sounds similar. So give me a break, yeah. Oh, and I'm pretty sure we've used WebSocket for the Movie Night server. Pretty sure that's the one we're using. Alright, so invalid users change. What else did we do? I'll do this again. So many languages. There's a lot of languages out there. So this is server config stuff, or admin config rather. Data is the invalidation for the thing, and yeah. I just built something out of NAS every time I want to go something. Right? Just write an assembly, just right out of the gate. It's fine. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's all I really did. I mean, it's a short message for all this code change, but remove map iteration in favor of manual of building the page manually. So I did that as well. Oh, yeah. Oops. Kirk, be nice. I get generally worried when I meet people who love Secret of Puzzle. All right, so I did get a bunch. Work in the night. I'm happy with that. I'm getting tired and hungry though, so I think I'm gonna call it for stream tonight. Don't go anywhere yet though. We are gonna go say hi to somebody. See who else is live right now. But yeah, so next week. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Friday will still be good. Sunday probably won't be. It's questionable. I'll post on Twitter and Discord when I eventually find out. Yeah. Speaking of which, if you haven't joined Discord yet, go ahead and do that. Let's see. Who is doing something interesting? What's this guy doing? Traveling salesman. I actually did something kind of similar to that. It was more of a brute force thing though. For a visualization for figuring out a map for one of my other projects. Okay, no, that's no, I'm not doing that one. Yeah, let me go say hi to this guy again. It's been a while since I said hi to this guy. On Twitch. Yeah, he hasn't been up for a while. He's been up for 14 minutes. Yeah, so we're gonna say hi to this guy. I've rated him before. Thank you for stopping by tonight. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you guys next time. Yeah, come with me to say hi, and hope you guys have a good night.